Okay, guys. Um, we're gonna get started on today's adventure. We're starting a little bit late, but we had some power shopping to do in game. And this is a continuation of our Isekai campaign, where our characters are from this world and they were robbed of their memories and thrown into the fantasy world. They have become millionaires and have gotten a small landholding, and they have returned to the capital of the Kingdom of Wisdom, where they hope to procure a boat and head to the far northern islands to buy Pegasuses to bring back and raise in their new estate. So that's kind of the quest, is the quest for feathers. And in the City of Wisdom, which is next to the Old Kingdom River, they have gotten a hold of their personal funds, which is like several $1 million in a mix of coins and diamonds, mostly diamonds, so they can carry them in single pockets. And heading for the docks to find a ship and begin their first mercantile, fill it with cargo, and begin their first mercantile voyage north. Let's see. Do I have a whole world map, or do I not? I don't quite. So I'll bring everybody over to the Eastern Territories map. All right, so we zoom in here. We are in the City of Wisdom, and the concept is to travel all the way down the Old Kingdom River to the Middle Sea. Zoom out there. All the way down the river to the inland sea, where then you can get in the Grand Canal, which will take you to the Great River, through the Shattered Mountains, out to Haven, and from Haven up north past the Woven Territories to eventually the Kingdom of Byzantium, which has the best ships in the world. And also in those northern wastes is where there are Pegasuses to find or train or buy trained, to get the herd to make your our knight Sir Smallville and his land extra special. Of course, it just wouldn't be the game if everything went smooth. Now, would it?
No.
So things are about to not go smooth. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd be willing to place your characters in the docks.
That's our ship?
You don't have a ship.
Oh, no ship yet.
Oh,
No,
ship.
you're going to the docks to buy a ship. And there is, in fact, quite a crowd gathered around.
All right. $22, $24, $106.
And they are looking at a ship, and there is shouting going on between the docks and the ships. There are several merchants standing by on the docks, within shouting distance of the cabin, surrounded by what are called green men, which are kind of the city guard / army of the city-state of Wisdom, which is the core. And are a pair of gnomes, a pair of gnomes in rich merchants' clothes, surrounded by green men, and they are shouting across the water to what appears to be a heavily inebriated man, and he's shouting back at them, but you're too far away to hear any of the details.
All right. I feel like we need to probably get closer and listen. This seems interesting.
I feel like this might be a good time to go invisible.
Makes it awful hard to talk to people.
No, but does make it easier to find out what's going on.
Okay. If you want to go invisible, you can. I'm gonna stay visible. I think, and I will. I'll just walk up. Can I walk past these guys here? Is anybody gonna
Yeah.
stop me?
No, there is a very thick crowd of sailors
Okay.
that seem to be very familiar with one another.
I mean, I suppose we could start by just asking somebody what's going on.
Yeah. My
Well,
character's not very nice, so I feel like you might have better success. You have mental affinity of a 10. So, yes. No bonuses, but it certainly is not an 8.
So that's just rolling a d20, right?
Well, no, you'd have to have a
you
bonus in
guys,
order to
you
be able
guys
to
could
do
resort.
like
You guys could
charm.
resort to what we refer to as role playing.
We could. All right. Well, I will go up here and I'll ask whoever this person is. Hey, what's going on up there? Does he not respond?
Who are you asking?
This guy.
One of the randoms. Okay.
Yeah, random guy.
So, okay. He says, the captain said he'd do it. The captain said he'd do it, but I never thought he was serious. He's crazy. What is he going to do? He'll get us all. He'll get us all thrown in jail.
What did he say he was gonna do?
Well, I'm not saying. I don't know. He says, realizing you're not one of the crew, and promptly scuttles off to one of the other crew and gives you distance.
Okay. Do we know the average level of the Greenmen?
Their Greenmen are on average level 2 soldiers.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Um, can we hear what the Greenmen are saying now?
Yeah, you can walk up. I mean, the crew's not going to get you. Can move up closer to the green men. That's not a problem.
Awesome. All right, I'll go up and I'll ask him. Him.
Okay.
What's going on?
Back away, citizen. It's far too dangerous. Hostage situation. We have it under total control. And meanwhile, the merchant and the captain are shouting back and forth. Well, from context, seems to be the captain. The captain appears to be drunk off his hootits. To be, he's wavering. He's got a bottle of something glowing, slightly green that he keeps sipping out of. You're not sure you want to
Okay.
know. And in the other hand, he has a scroll, and he's waving the scroll like it's a weapon. And he's saying, "You're not taking her from me, you bastards! My father built this ship. I grew up on it. The flounder is in my blood. I'll die before I let you take my ship." And the merchant is like, "Oh, see here, be reasonable. The ship is cursed. Cursed, I say. It's lost, something has gone wrong. You can't possibly expect the merchant, us to continue to foot the bills. Completely unreasonable. The merchant house is losing money every time you go to sea. We're selling it for scrap, and there's nothing you can do for it. You take one step up that gangplank and I'll read this scroll and you'll be sorry. Pick it.
Where are the gnomes that are saying that? Oh, there.
Yeah, so a pair of merchant gnomes.
All right, I'll
Oh.
haul over to the gnomes. I'll be like, how much does this boat even cost?
Lost. This boat costs me 10,000 gold every time it fails to do a cargo. That's what this ship costs. Timber. That's what it'll pay. I'll break it up and sell it for kindling. And that just brings more squawks and protests from the highly inebriated captain and a couple of guardsmen trying to shush the merchants. Will you calm down? If that scroll is what I think it is, you'll get us all killed.
Could we buy it?
Who are you talking to?
Oh, the gnomes. Could we buy the ship?
You want to buy a cursed ship? Are you insane?
Yes, I will pay you lots of money for it.
What are you insane? Are you willing to that's okay?
Can we not buy it? I want to buy it. That'll fix this problem, right?
Well,
I mean, not the scroll problem, but the green men here at the dock problem.
so what? You order the captain off the ship and he blows us all up anyway.
Oh no, he can stay on the ship. I need him.
You're offering this lunatic a job?
Yes. Yes, I am. And then I
Well,
yell over at the captain. You hear that? You can keep her. I'll buy her and let you sail her.
he looks at you, he looks at the glowing green bottle as if to make sure that the girl in the funny red dress is not a byproduct of whatever he's drinking. Um Almost falls over sideways in the process. Um and says and points at you and says, "You three, did you just offer me a job?"
Why, yes, good sir.
And I keep my ship.
Why, yes, good sir.
And I'm the captain.
Why, yes, good sir.
Oh, all right then. And he falls out, passed out cold. Falls over, passed out cold.
All right. How much do the gnomes charge?
The green men promptly storm the boat to arrest him and have him drug off to prison.
Wait a second. I want my captain back.
But you don't understand. He's he almost read a scroll of Cyclops lightning magic. Do you know what would happen if he so much as opened it? Major demons would come and destroy this dockyard and punish and torture the cats and dogs living together. It could have been the end of the world.
So you guys can destroy the scroll.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that would
We
work.
made a deal
Yes,
with him.
I suppose. So you, but well, you do look like you dressed rather well, and those are some mighty fine rings. You can't possibly really afford it. Yes, yes, said the gnome. That was an excellent tactic, but it's all taken care of. Don't you
What?
worry. You
What's the price?
children.
What's the
said
price?
you said I could buy the boat. What's the price?
You can't
Yes.
possibly have been serious.
How much? You can tell. Diplomacy. I have it in spades.
Well, 25. No, 30. 30,000 pieces of gold.
30,000 pieces of gold.
So that's
I'm gonna give you 25.
Well, plus the cargo, of course. She's already laden with cargo, and we're not going to pay for have that unloaded. The cargo is cursed. It's completely covered, completely plagued by insects. Not usable. So honestly, it should be 45,000. Really, couldn't possibly go do 1 penny, 1 gold piece less.
That was for everything on the ship too. 25,000 gold.
Well, 45,000 gold. Yes, exactly what I said.
in front of all of these witnesses. You said 25,000 and then changed your number to 45. Do you
Well,
really?
I had miscalculated. I forgot the cargo. Of course, my company will have to be indemnified for the losses.
Who originally paid for the cargo? It sounds like they're who you need to deal with.
We
They
are
bought
the
that
people who
cargo.
originally paid for the cargo, which has since been ruined because the ship is cursed. He shouts at the unconscious sailor.
The ruined cargo is your
So,
fault.
so
I
we
buy
should
you as
actually be
is.
charging you for the removal of ruined cargo
You're the
that we
one who
can't
wants to
sell.
take You're the one who wants to take that rotting pile of kindling out into open water. I want to sell it for kindling wood. Because I will at
And
least be
kindling
able
wood
to.
would be 25. That'd be 25,000 gold.
Young man, clearly you're new to the ways of the world. I have financial obligations to my investors. You wouldn't want my children to starve, would you? A mere 50,000 gold for this fine vessel is in no way beyond the means of such a rich and wealthy and compassionate young man.
I think the next time we have a visit with the king, we need to tell them about these wonderfully, awfully backstabbing little men that can't keep their word or keep a number straight for more than 5 seconds. Because every time they talk, the number goes up. And I'm pretty sure the king doesn't want businessmen like this in his lands, giving his lands a bad reputation.
Sweet child, you can't possibly expect me to know that you believe that a um youth like you would consort with the king.
Have you heard of what's our bank's name?
Oh, well, yes, I've heard of what's your bank's name. They're fine businessmen, but what do they got to do with you?
We're them.
You're the what, huh, now?
We own the bank, along with a few
Oh,
of our friends.
child, lying is a poor debate tactic. It undermines your position. And because now we're not sure that you actually have the gold, I think we might have to ask for 55,000.
Um, how much is out of character? How much is one of those diamonds worth?
Each of those
Uh,
diamonds, each individual diamond is something like worth like a diamond is worth like the high quality diamonds are worth like 700 gold per carat.
600 gold per carat. Yes.
600 gold per carat.
So my thoughts are we either pull something out to prove we are who we are, and I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Maybe you can, Cookman. Historically important unit and a combat mission, for lack of a better way of putting it.
Okay. It's pretty cool.
I think we lost some time. A button got hit or something, but
Oh.
I think I've got I think I got aspects for Mr. Scarrett. Tell me what you think.
Mm, yeah, I don't have an issue with any of those.
Okay, those
We
work.
can
So
always change them too.
Well, yeah,
that
that's the
in
thing
between
about
questions.
aspects is they change as your character does. So, adolescent
Yep.
human ranger, forge a future to escape the past, as in like because all of you guys have been kidnapped out of your home dimension, you've been thrown into the fantasy dimension. You're trying to figure out, what's going on, and and so you're, you that's and so Cook Scarrett's idea is to try to fill in his missing that gaping wound with new things and new accomplishments. That's kind of how he's trying to cope.
All right.
Um, and coming to the fantasy world, he's discovering his inner nature loving ranger. So we can give him trouble with cities and other things like that, and yeah, I think we should be able to use should be able to use most of these both ways.
Yeah.
So he's kind of very much like the Last of the Mohicans character, who's going to do what he thinks is right, and the world can kiss his butt. And that never gets you in trouble.
Nope.
Right.
Aberrant. That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Moving right along. I am not, by the way, going to be offering tons of fate points. Right. This is going to be fate points are going to be for like entire quests, not for like I stuttered
Okay.
once.
Yeah.
But I feel like a bunch of people were almost blown up over a curse right in front of you, and you're heroes. And here's a ship that you could have that you bought for a dime, and also there's all this ship's crew that's going to be unemployed if the curse continues.
Oh, true.
So you both might have motivations to go forward. I know. I know that I would say Daryl's instincts is to right or wrong, and our teenage idealist would also want to get involved.
All right. Where are we tracking our fate points then?
Uh, uh, just slap him on your character sheet.
Oh,
So I put him up with your aspects. So fate point 1. There we go.
are we gonna be able to use fate points to help us in combat?
Rerolls are a +4 or like a +20% to your roll.
Oh, nice. All right.
If you can find an appropriate aspect. All right, so I'm really surprised that that Roseboro hasn't shown up yet. But so you guys are prompted, or you guys are primed to investigate. The captain is inebriated, so he's out cold.
Can my psionic healing do anything to reverse that?
Why, yeah, you could healing touch him back to consciousness, I suppose.
Would I thought negate poison would be one that
Negate
would
poison
potentially
would
help.
also deal with somebody out cold from drink.
All right.
Well, hey, the the psionics recharge, so do the rings, but the ring, that sounds like a more complete solution to me.
Okay. Suddenly, the captain is stone cold sober and instantly hungover, and waking up throws up on your shoes.
Wonderful.
Wait,
Hey,
whose shoes?
alcohol is only yours. You've got the ring. Alcohol is only
Oh,
fun until you metabolize it.
well, I was laughing until I realized it was my shoes.
Yeah. Okay. Scooby Doo duo, knock yourselves out.
Yeah. What's up with this curse?
The flounder has been cursed ever since her maiden voyage. Something's always gone wrong. She's a treacherous bitch, but I love her.
Have you ever sailed on something other than her post this curse?
I've never sailed on another ship in my life, and I swore that I never would. My father built this ship with his own 2 hands, and I was a cabin boy when I was 8 years old.
How do we know it's the ship that's cursed and not your family?
Why would anyone curse my family?
Why would anyone curse your ship?
True.
Yeah, don't know.
I have no ability to do anything about this. This is where we need the characters that actually have skills in this crap.
I
True.
know. Isn't it delightful? I mean, you guys are all staying at your old. You guys own a mansion here in town. That's where the rest of the party is. So you can
Right.
consult them like NPCs. That's totally possible.
We might have to do that. We might have to bring this guy back to the house and talk with him there.
Maybe.
Did I just hear Rosebro join us?
No, you didn't.
Bro, congratulations! They bought a cursed
Hey.
ship.
They did a who to what now?
They bought a cursed ship.
Oh,
And converted to DF RPG.
No, we are slapping. We are slapping aspects and fate points into the game.
what?
They were gonna walk. They were gonna walk away from my ship full of trouble, and I needed to bend their arms. So I have to give them the ability to have fate points.
He wanted to put the train. He wanted to put the train back on the tracks for once.
Oh no, we have fate points again.
They are going to be harder to earn, but they seem to have higher value when used.
Ooh, that doesn't sound game breaking at all.
No. Well, we already broke this game on like the first session, so.
True.
I'm just saying, like we're just gonna keep on breaking it.
So yes, we bought a cursed ship in order to keep the very drunk captain from blowing it up.
Yep.
Oh,
And a couple of gnome merchants tried to screw us on the price. Cookman's ability to speak Dwarvish came in handy, and he may have scared them into accepting 1/3 of what he started to offer them until they spilled the beans in Dwarvish, thinking that we couldn't speak it, or he couldn't speak it.
It was
ah.
$9 grand versus 27 grand of gold. Not a huge deal, but still.
Right.
I wasn't about to let them pull one over on me. So I got their names,
yeah.
and I know where they live.
I got your name. I got your ass.
They already ran off, but
Me
I
no more
know.
questions, tell me no more
Yeah.
lies. Anywho, yeah. So Bruce has twisted our fate points, and we are now trying to figure out how the ship got cursed. We have a captain, and so far we're at the point of we don't know if it's actually the ship or him. I'm suspicious that it's his family.
Did somebody use and abuse the poop deck?
Cursed maiden voyage.
So here's what I've got for Rosebro's character. High concept, teenage warrior monk of Algor the Sea Giant. Trouble, adolescent idealism, and violent skill set. Other aspects. A sea chanty for all occasions. Scout's honor and Scout's training. And I have a merit badge for that.
All right.
Okay. Oh dang. That's funny. I haven't used this mechanic in a while. I gotta rewire my brain.
And fate points will give you rerolls +4s on d20s or 20% margins on percentages.
How are we determining base refresh?
There is no such thing.
Okay.
You don't get these back. You only get them through trouble. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I am simultaneously sad and glad that Malbrotten is not playing.
I miss him. I occasionally drive him insane, but I miss him.
Yes.
Yeah. We're questioning the captain up in the cockpit. So, drag your sea gaudiness over and be useful.
Okay, give me a moment. Wife came in for a hug.
Oh,
Let's see.
My wife.
The guys say hi.
we do say hi. Hello.
Gotta.
At least this time I was right, and it was his wife.
Where am I? Okay, I will drag myself a dare. Ta-da!
I thought one of the other players was his wife. It was actually the girlfriend of one of the other players, dear. What is his character's name? I can never remember which one he is.
I'm Badger.
Yep. Merit Badger.
Mm-hmm.
Badger is not in the list of characters up at the top.
No, he's not. He's further down for some reason. It's weird.
Huh. Dialgo, Smallville, Ribbon, Scar, Yuri. And... Oh, because it says Roseboro on there?
Yeah, it just says Roseboro.
Well, that is all up to Bruce as to going and reorganizing that.
He's
It's already done.
What?
Check the document again.
No, we're talking on Roll20.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was talking on the document.
Oh, you were?
You're talking,
Oh,
you're talking on the document?
Yes.
Oh, where did I go?
Oh, it says, no, it's under Josh.
There we go. I'm page 16. That's where I'm at.
That screws me up because him being prior military and us having another Josh in the nerd posse.
True.
Josh is waltzing.
Well, now there's two Joshes, so we'll just get rid of this one.
Oh, I guess I'm leaving. There could be only one.
Well, waltzing hasn't been around for a while, so I guess that leaves you.
Uh-huh.
Where the heck is your character? I'm looking for him. Like, where did I put him?
It's just
Roseboro.
It's just called Roseboro.
Yeah, it's 4 underneath the characters, the bottom character. So party location, Field of Stones, the tower, and then Roseboro with that weird thing. Yep, exactly.
I'm just the odd man out.
I guess, yeah.
There you go. Ta-da, Badger.
And rename Badger, yes.
I still love the little thumbnail I have for him. This is fine.
Hey, nobody will confuse you with any other characters. All these other characters we have, I get confused sometimes. It's like, is that Ian? Is that Bad? Or is it Ian? Is it... Who's it?
So I wish
Daryl.
figure out how to turn my name on. Like, I thought we could do it too, but...
Oh, for here?
Yeah.
If you click on the token and then you save that, does that...
Nope, that didn't do it.
Weird. Nope. Wait. That it does say Daryl.
Wait, did you do that, Bruce, or did it just take a minute to update?
Did it?
Yes, Darrell.
No, Dar-El.
Son of Crichton, right?
No, actually, it's just the original Gnome Warlock character / Gnome Ranger character.
You.
He was Dar apostrophe L. For Daryl. This guy's just Daryl.
Other brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl.
He's a human ranger this time.
That's
So
only because you could only start off as humans.
Yeah, doesn't mean he won't cosplay as a warlock eventually.
Oh, nah. Mm.
Because I can afford rings and just save my leveling up for 1 OCC.
I hate you. All right, moving right along.
Love you too.
So they've just used a magic ring to the captain was drunk and holding the whole docks hostage via a spell that would go very wrong. The soldiers have the nice soldiers have taken the spell away, and you guys are now the proud owner of a ship, which was your next item of a quest. Except the ship is cursed, so you can either and the guys were about to just walk away from the cursed ship and say, "Yay, we own it! Go about your business, move along."
Is it
And
possible
except
to
that's
perform
no
an
fun for the
exorcism?
GM.
Is it possible to perform an
Yes,
exorcism?
if you can identify the source of the curse. If only you had a priestess of light.
We
How
do.
about that?
She's NPC now, though.
Oh,
He's
okay.
a little while.
So you guys want to go back and summon ribbons?
Well, I mean, if we want to uncurse the ship.
While they're doing that, could I maybe work with the crew and have them start getting rid of the bug-filled cargo?
It doesn't matter what the cargo is. Within a week, within a week out of port, whatever cargo we get is completely covered in bugs.
I know. I just want to clean the ship while we're figuring the rest out.
Okay, do we
No,
know
I mean,
what the
I mean, cleaning the ship won't help. As soon as you get another cargo, it will become cursed and covered in bugs.
I understand that. I just want to get the currently cursed cargo out of our way so that we have less things to work around while we're trying to find the source of the curse.
And you're going to want your priestess of light to decurse them as you unload.
Yeah.
So that's the
Well,
nature of the curse, is just that things get covered in bugs?
That's the curse on the cargo. Somebody dies or gets attacked by pirates or grows violently or you lose crew members who quit because they become violently ill. Something like that has happened every single trip for the last 40 years since its maiden voyage.
I have a terrible idea.
I mean, we had one in buying the ship, so can't
Well,
make it much worse.
Well, no. What I'm saying is that if we find a way to, I don't know, isolate this particular curse, and if we ever find a way to say bottle it or something, it'd be really funny to inflict that upon other ships if they give us problems.
Holy crap. Cyclops arrows literally, if it's not a Cyclops that creates it, it summons a group of 2d6 greater demons.
Yeah, hence the
It
doc.
just straight up.
The authorities were a little worried.
Why would there be a scroll of that?
We just rich kidded away that problem. My daddy's got the money to take care of that.
And those things do mega damage. What?
Yeah, it was a
Wow.
real problem. He really had a nuke aimed at the docks.
If it was what he said it was.
I thought that was hyperbole, but no, that would be a major incident. Wow.
Yes, you really saved the docks from having like 2d6 major demons show up and wreck the place.
My character still doesn't believe that, so we're gonna play in character in this one.
More magic then.
Oh.
Ah!
I'm just looking over Ribbons' stuff here real quick to see
40.
what we want her to do. And sacrifice.
I failed. Woo.
Oop.
Could I roll Lord Demons and Monsters?
You can.
Okay. Let's see. Just had the roll beneath a 44. Whoa.
I make my demons and monsters.
Lore religion is also available.
Lore
Okay.
religion.
Failing
Interesting.
failing lore magic, Scar is completely convinced that the captain was bluffing and that there really wasn't that the soldiers really didn't take away the equivalent of a small nuclear bomb into the heart of the city where all the civilians live.
Okay, but having made lore demons and monsters and lore religion, what does that say?
Um
The last one is actually 45.
so um lore religion, that sounds an awful lot like the kind of curse that a dark priest would put on something. Although it's weird for a dark, but if the cargo keeps cursed, the problem is if the cargo is cursed, so like a dark priest can do the insect plague curse, but it would be on one specific cargo. It wouldn't transfer to the next cargo.
It has to
Huh.
be a lot like the ship itself.
If it was the ship, then the whole ship would be crawling with insects. So it's not the ship.
If it was a person that then touched said cargo, could they transfer? Could it be something where, like, as soon as this person touches it, I mean, he's been working on the ship his whole life.
No, if he were cursed, he'd be crawling in bugs, swimming in bugs.
I guess my question would be, does this ship, as a merchant ship, have a direct competitor that would be invested in the of destroying this cargo for competition's sake?
Ooh, you guys would have to ask around the docks, or spread some gold around, or have like an investigate or a surveillance role. Those are other skills. Those are different. That's a different games. Streetwise is a skill that none of you have.
What if we had ribbons come
Surveillance is
aboard?
a skill some of you might have. But, let me give you the tour of your new ship. Here's the flounder map. You kind of got the common room on the first deck, and then where, again,
Captain
there's
quarters
an
look
extra room
spacious.
that doesn't quite. So you're seeing the captain's cabin, which is actually even with the main deck. And
But there's a
underneath it
room
would
above
be,
that. Oh,
huh?
below it. No, never mind. Keep talking.
Yeah, this should technically be a 3-deck map, because so in here there's a kitchens, underneath the captain's cabin.
Okay.
Larder and kitchens for
The
cooking,
galley.
etc. Yeah, that's the galley, and this main room. Like at nighttime, they rack 30 or 40 hammocks up across it, and it looks like a big sleeping drop storage thing. And this is the room. This is the everything room, and then there's on deck, and underneath this is the main cargo hold, which is mostly just like endless piles of barrels and boxes and crates.
Not seeing a whole lot in the realm of armaments.
Nope, it's a merchantman.
Well, we knew we needed to buy more than one ship. Or at least that was what I was thinking.
It does have a detachment of soldiers to guard it. It's got Marines.
All right, well that's better than
Nice.
nothing.
Yeah.
The captain's cabin has a little a desk and another desk with maps and a bed and an adorable little family of bush babies.
Aww. What if we had Ribbons come aboard and try and do her prayer of intervention, and then use that to cast where did it go?
This be a sailing vessel. Women are
Negate-
bad luck.
Negate magic. It has a 1 to 25% chance of dispelling curses.
They're at port, Roseboro, so the it won't be a terminal disruption to the sausage factory. What did you want Ribbons to do? You wanted to do prayer of intervention to remove the curse?
Yeah, prayer of intervention, and then you get use that to cast the spell. Where did it go? I pulled away from that page. Negate magic, because it can be used to remove curses. Unless there's a better spell that I'm not seeing.
I'd imagine we wanted to do some sort of investigation first to try to pinpoint the. I mean, it could be something as simple as an actual, like, I don't know, cursed object or something that we could, I don't know, chuck overboard, or I don't know, sell to someone else so that it's their problem.
I guess I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, does it really matter as long as we break the curse and we're just done with it?
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like a general spell over the entire ship versus a very concentrated, like, on this particular thing might be a difference.
When Ribbons hit level 1, she gained the power remove curse.
Okay, well, I mean, heck, just do that.
It's 7% per level, which is, and she's got a holy weapon, greater holy weapon, which makes it 12%. She can only try to remove the curse once per cursed item, but she can remove curses. And then she can try prayers of intervention to have her, to have one of her deities remove curses. So Ribbon can go through the whole ship and remove curse, not a problem. It's like weeks. We got to talk about crew and wages. If you're going to be owning a ship, that's going to cost you money.
Yep.
That's true.
So, minimum crew, and a cursed ship was probably running minimum crew, is like 16 sailors, 12 warriors, and 20 additional sailors, warriors, or labels. Call it 36 sailors and 4 marines. I mean, and 12 marines.
We should offer them homes back in our village, or the opportunity to set up homes if they want to.
I was going to say the homes currently in your village is not an offer I would make.
Offer them space to set up homes.
Yes.
Marines and normies don't really go well together.
Well, a fishing village and sailors and a fishing village do.
Yeah.
I mean, the entire colony of Massachusetts can't all be wrong. And there is Boston as an entity.
Well, Boston is wrong.
Boston is wrong.
We just need to keep the unmarried girls away from them for, as long as possible.
Not going to happen.
It seems like a negative feedback mechanism. The harder you try, the worse it gets.
Yeah, I suppose. I just had to think about Steiner for a second and realized I had no leg to stand on with that theory. Yeah, so whatever wages plus offer them opportunity to resettle in our area. Build the village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder if it would be worthwhile to offer bonuses, like if a certain optional thing is accomplished during the trip.
If you don't get scurvy.
If everybody manages to maintain cleanliness.
So, in the course of this, you meet Captain Douglas Kane, 3 lieutenants I haven't had a chance to name yet, midshipmen Barnaby, Mark, and Matthew, cabin boys Luke and Peter, 20 sailors, 2 cooks, 4 carpenters, Sergeant Hammer, and his 12 Marines.
I have a suggestion on the officers' names. Hubert, Dubert, and Lewis.
Ewan, Dewin, and Lewin?
Huey, Dewey, and Louie, yes.
Yeah, I know.
What we named well, it's what I call our 3 ducks that we have here. I look forward to the day where I read one of your books, Bruce, and a Lieutenant Hubert shows up.
Actually, there's the first 2 books are oversexed, but there is a fiction series a fantasy series that's excellent, called a science fiction fantasy series mix actually, called The Spellmonger, and the three gods of their pagan deity are Huan, Duin, and Luin, the sons
Yep.
of the sea god of unimaginable rage.
Wouldn't they be the nephews?
No, well,
I mean, with enough inbreeding.
when the elves were making up a pantheon to keep Yahweh from defeating the elves, they played some games with Disney. As in that fantasy world, the elves don't have gods. And when the collective human subconscious started summoning their deities, the elves freaked the bleep out and decided to do some social engineering on the poor monkey people. Anyway, so about the ship. So here's the ship. You've got like kind of quick cliff notes on the crew. There's really an amazingly no privacy or personal space on a ship.
Surprising.
This thing is 40 feet long, and there's more than 40 people living on it.
Are you laughing because you're thinking to yourself, "Wow, this is kind of spacious, actually."
Just, it's reminding me of a couple of things right now. My actual life on board a submarine, and also the book that I'm currently reading through that's had entire sections dedicated to the lack of privacy upon in a warship dirigible.
Yep, that would make sense.
But hey, you guys wanted that. This is the beginning of a quest to go to sea because you guys are basically sailing across the world so that your feudal holdings can have Pegasuses as herds of Pegasuses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to start somewhere, and decursifying this ship is probably on the order of things to do.
I'm imagining that Pegasi covered in flies or bugs they would take not too kindly to that.
Well, you're gonna have to tame the Pegasuses or get by tamed Pegasuses and fly the herd home. They will not survive transporting a ship, and they wouldn't put up with it. And they can fly away, which means they get a vote. It's kind of like the main difference between a dog and a wolf as a pet is dogs are like having an 8-year-old, and wolves are like rooming with a 40-year-old who can eat you if you piss them off enough.
Yep.
It's not that they don't love you; it's just that first fight's going to be like terminal.
Yep.
Right.
So, skills, magic powers, deific invocations, thoughts, comments. How are you going to solve this mystery, guys?
Well, we're gonna have
Priestess of Light.
Yeah.
Priestess of
Send
Light.
in
Yeah,
Ribbon. Get her what she needs.
Okay. Somebody want to roll Ribbon's Prayer of Communion? I think she's got it's a double percentage.
There she. Ugh. Crap.
So she's got a 26% success rate, and she can try twice a day. And if she succeeds, she gets a 60% chance of getting an omen or vision or dream. So who wants to be Ribbon first?
I thought this is communion, not the
Prayer of Communion. Cluebat.
Gotcha.
We have no clue what's next. Help us, deities.
Please help us.
Oh crap! You're asking the Church of Light. I'm answering so many player requests with this. It's not even funny, but okay.
You said a percentage for the first roll?
Yep.
Oh, where did that app go? There it is. 8.
Oh,
60%
That was
chance of an
very low.
omen or vision or dreams.
And the next roll, 40.
nice.
Wow.
Sarah has a vision of ducks of tying all of the monkeys, of gagging all of the monkeys in the cage, and then throwing their cage overboard and watching them sink and drown to their deaths.
Holy crap. It's the cuddly little creatures that are the evil.
So we need to ask the captain how long those things have been on board.
Well, it's a whole family of sugar babies in a very special magic cage. So as long as they spend the night in the cage, as long as they return to the cage, the magic won't hurt them. But we've been able to give, as soon as we're out to sea, we can let them roam all over the ship, and they eat bugs, and they're very cute and adorable and cuddly.
Leave them at home,
and the whole crew loves them. They're family. We've had them ever since I think my father picked up the first of them on the maiden voyage when he was down in the Southern Islands.
So we either need to start removing curses or killing sugar babies.
That's really harsh, man.
Well, we know that they're the source.
Bush babies. They're not sugar babies. They're not sugar gliders. They're bush babies.
Yeah, they're bush babies. Yeah. So
they're almost equally power of cute, but bush babies
they're officially sugar babies now. They're living creatures made out of caramel.
No, they're bush babies.
Yeah, they are bush babies. Yeah.
No fun.
Well, I mean,
no, I am no fun. That's why nerds flock to me to be tortured mentally every weekend.
You weren't supposed to hear that.
Well, the thing is that we could always get more, technically.
Well, let's try and save the ones we have. We have a priestess of light at our disposal. We can try
remove
exorcisms and curse removals.
Does anybody have like sea aura or anything? You're just gonna throw these things over, or you're gonna try to uncurse them? Okay.
No, I say uncurse
Wait,
them. If we can try to uncurse
wait.
them.
That's 1 second. 1 second.
You both know that my back itches as bunny whenever I take off my shirt. Well, guess what, Leslie? You keep wearing dirty clothes.
Ribbon has a psychic power to see aura.
I'll scratch your back.
Nice.
Oh no. No, there's no reason to use the psychic power of sea aura.
Actually, it doesn't look bad.
What do you mean? There's no reason?
Oh, okay. Riven, you're gonna have Riven sea aura.
Is Ribbon gonna literally keel over from going insane?
Well, I'm not doing it first. That's for sure.
Do you have sea aura?
I
I have what I dubbed the third eye ring: see invisible, night vision, and see aura.
Why? Hey, no. Why are you foisting this off on the girl? You wuss. Man up.
She's
See your aura.
Do it, dude. Go for it.
All right, I guess my character's here. I should probably be the one to see aura.
Okay, so the family of bush babies. In order.
Hewis, Dewis, and Lewis.
No, they have names.
Oh.
Oh, God.
The sea aura thing for a second. I'm like, that's real specific.
Unusual aberration.
Yeah, creature, the father, has a medium level, has the presence of magic, a presence of psychic abilities, high PPE, is perfectly healthy, is possessed, and has some other unusual aberration.
Oh.
Crawler, the mother, is medium level, presence of magic, presence of psychic abilities, high PPE, healthy, is possessed as well,
I'm sensing a theme here.
and presence of an unusual aberration. Critter. Younger male. Low level. Presence of magic. Presence of psychic abilities. High base PPE. Healthy. Is also possessed.
Jeez.
Unusual aberration.
Let's baptize these suckers in the ocean.
Creeper. The younger male. Low level. Presence of magic. High base PPE. Healthy. Psychic powers. Is likewise possessed. And some additional aberration.
Oh my gosh.
And Cot, the youngest daughter, the only girl. Low level presence of magic. Psychic powers is likewise possessed.
Goodness.
Some additional aberration.
Looks like we got ourselves an infestation.
And the cage is magic and psychic and high base PPE. So I'm gonna say save versus horror factor of 17.
Oh my gosh.
As Scarface is the most the most terrible eviling evil that he's ever eviled.
Oh,
Hi, you. All right, so they don't know that you've been looking at their aura. So you just kind of walk into the captain's cabin, and the adorably cute little primates look at you and mutually groom and do other adorably disgustingly cute things with each other, and give you big nocturnal eyed looks that all say, "Can't we be friends? I love you."
If there's anything
all right.
cute.
The vision was that Ribbons saw them all being blindfolded, tied up, and tossed into the water.
Gagged, and the whole cage thrown in the water.
Because they can do magic.
Interesting.
I have a terrible idea. I have a terrible idea.
What is this idea that you speak of?
Okay, so we're in port right now. Is everybody on the ship? Are they returning to their homes for the night? I assume that there's a small group of people left on the ship in order to watch it. But under the darkness of night, could we not?
No, this is not the
into-
Flounders. This is not the Flounders home port. This is just where the owners live. The
Okay.
Flounders home port is actually on the other side of the domain of man.
I,
Well,
I
but here.
have
Mhm.
I have a possible idea.
All
Cookman
right.
should feel a little bit bad about how he treated those merchants and gift him the sugar babies,
Ah,
cages and all.
yeah, let's do that. We know where
Okay.
they're staying.
So you pick up the cage of sugar babies, and as soon as you walk it off of the ship, it disappears from your hands. And the whole time you're carrying the cage of sugar babies, they're rubbing your fingers and being cute and adorably friendly and loving to you.
And it disappears back into the captain's cabin, I assume.
Have you guys seen sugar babies? Do you know the level of cuteness we're talking here? On bush babies,
Yes.
do you know the levels of cuteness we're talking here?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're talking weaponized levels of cuteness.
It must be because Kayla's over here having a cute gasm just thinking about them.
Yeah.
How do I murder bush babies?
Oh, you're just vile. Do you
I
say that
mean,
out loud? What
there was
language do
the
you say
vision.
that in?
I don't say that out loud. I say that out of character as I look through my character sheet and plot.
You're just vile. How could you kill something so cute and innocent?
Because you're the
And
one that created it, Bruce.
possessed by supernatural evil. The gods have shown you this.
Hmm.
Wasn't the vision was what again? Wrapped in chains and tossed to the ocean?
Gagged and throw the whole cage into the open sea. Yeah.
All right. Well, are we able to gag them and toss them into the sea then?
Well, you can open the cage and they start to cuddle and love all over your arm.
Where are the gags?
They're gonna get angry.
So?
So you're gonna shove little wads of cloth in their adorable tiny faces and tie them?
He's not gonna
Yeah.
have any problem doing that.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
To the rest of you, are you okay with this? This is animal abuse. I mean, have you no hearts?
I'm assuming that the priestess told us what she saw.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know what needs to be done.
We're not even going to try to commune with the animals or anything. You're just going to kill them.
Well, I mean, the aura is evil, so, and they're all possessed.
I mean, unless the priestess thinks that she's got a chance of exercising the whatever's possessing them.
Yeah.
Oh, so she tries to exercise what's possessing them, and she basically gets like blasted across the room. And there's a bunch of confused-looking bush babies giving her sympathetic looks from behind their gags. You brute! And they almost look, they all kind of gather together. They all kind of like gather together and they hold their hands together and they like hold each other's hands while they're kind of all cuddle clustered together.
we can't have you.
They make muffled little chirping noises.
See, here's the problem, Bruce. While the characters are kids, the character players are parents. We're immune to that crap.
Our characters are 16. Come on. We can't have you, but the sea will. Oh, you. Oh, are you?
Can I cast magic net over the whole cage after we gag them and have them in there, and then toss the cage over the side, and then cast increased weight on the cage?
As you cast magic net, they start making what you swear looks like sign language.
Oh no.
There is somebody that knows sign language. Christoph knows it.
Oh!
Carpet of adhesion inside their cage.
Well, you're gonna deprive them of the ability to make little desperate, cute little signs as you murder them?
Hey,
oh my gosh.
Carpet of adhesion it is then, on the inside of the cage. So I guess...
does Christoph get a chance to interpret the sign?
Yeah, sure. What does he see?
Somebody roll sign language.
44% for him.
You brutes. I can't believe you're doing this. Well, but I know that you think that every time I introduce something cute and cuddly, it's a profound evil. Maybe I've switched it up on you. It could happen. I could produce something cuddly, cute, and beneficial any game now.
We already know that it's got an evil aura and it's possessed.
So what? That's not how bad could that really be?
I mean, technically, I think my character has an evil aura too, but still.
He doesn't get it.
All right. Several of the cabin boys start crying.
We'll buy them new ones. We don't trust these ones. Evil.
And before they can do anything else, I am gonna toss the cage over this side and cast increased weight on it.
No, you can't. They make, as you walk them over. They all.
Oh no! I don't walk them over. I run over and toss it.
Okay, so
Unless
you're
somebody's
running
trying to
over
act.
as all of them with free hands fold their hands together and bow their heads before you throw them over the edge.
Okay.
You suck.
You investigate.
You throw the you throw it overboard and cast increase weight, and the ship lurches and there's a loud thud.
Is it back in the captain's cabin again?
All right. It still has a magic net around it, right?
It does turn out to be back in the captain's cabin. And there's and like the cute little animals are now completely freaked the bleep out, you know. Though you thought those eyes were wide when they were being cute. Now they're completely panicked. And their cute little chests are heaving in terror. And
It sounds like what we need to do is take him out of the cage and then put him in a bag and then throw him overboard.
Oh my god. Okay, that's a bridge too far even for me. You're gonna country bumpkin kill kittens with these things. Just toss them in a sack and throw them in the river. Oh, that is a valid point, though. It could be the cage that's teleporting back.
I think it's the cage teleporting, yeah.
I wonder if we just keep tossing the cage if eventually it'll run out of charges.
I guess it depends on where its power source is.
well, one of the cabin boys is now crying so hard that he's throwing up.
Let's be sure to have the captain order him to clean that up himself.
You are parents. You are parents. Oh, wow.
So, carpet of adhesion on the inside of the cage, magic net on the outside. I'll literally go and take it and body flip throw it to the into a wall, so that way they'll literally be stuck to that wall and like they can't move their limbs.
Okay, they all look like roadkill outlines as you slap them to the carpet of adhesion.
Yep.
No.
All right. They're still gagged up. Yeah, take it back outside and throw it over the. Cancel the increase the weight, but then gonna go out, toss them over again, and I cast increase weight again.
Okay, make a save versus psionics.
Save versus psionics. Let's see. Do I have anything to protect me against that? Oh, it's a 7+ for me. Okay.
I know Smallville isn't typing.
Yeah. No, it's. Thank you for letting me know.
I can't believe you. I can't. Okay, all of you save versus psionics.
So, and that's what, 7?
No, it's different for each person.
Oh.
I have mental endurance, and I'm a 10+.
Mental endurance plus 2?
Psionics 11+. So I have to roll under 11?
Yep. No, 11 or better. 11 or better.
On a D20?
Yep.
On D20, yep. Same with Roseboro. Has to roll
I have to roll better than 11?
11 or better, yep.
Okay.
18!
I rolled an 11 exactly. With a mental endurance plus 2, so that's technically 13. So yay!
I think that was included in it.
Okay. You throw them overboard and increase weight, and they sink into the depths of the Great Old Kingdom River. and and another one of the actually, two of the midshipmen moved to hurl themselves over the rail to go save the adorable pets that they
I
love.
used carpet of adhesion to stop them from going over the rail.
Okay, they faceplant into the super sticky deck, which looks awkward and embarrassing, but they're midshipmen, so they should be used to that. And one of them's kind of pawing at his head. I can hear them. They won't stop screaming. They're talking to me.
Just give it a minute, dude. It'll be okay.
I let everybody know that they were possessed.
Now, not beforehand. Not like, hey guys, meeting up on the deck. We need to talk for a minute here.
Yeah. No. Yes. Yes, sir.
Good one, Roseboro. Aggressive baptizing in progress is what Roseboro wrote. Oh. Oh. With a little help from increased weight and carpet of adhesion. In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit.
Oh my gosh.
So the kids scouts, they're begging Elah, king of blood price, to forgive your blood guilt.
Oh my gosh. They can still hear him.
They're saying this out loud?
The midshipmen, yes.
We might need to gag them.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to ask them if they want to join them too.
It's
No.
We
okay.
give you our last breath for their sake. What?
This is whole crew possessed.
I still have
No.
Seora. I have Seora on. Like, they're not? No?
Oh no, you've killed the bush babies.
Whew. All right.
That's
Was it gonna
I look around. There's nothing else that's possessed. There's nothing else that...
blown across the room. I'm getting guilted over here too.
The Priest of Light quite literally had a vision of us chucking these things overboard.
Hindsight 2020, maybe that was a vision showing us what we shouldn't do.
It didn't have large flashing red letters of "Don't do this."
The god Thoth absolutely wanted those bush babies dead.
Break your cup.
And now that you said that they would go about the ship eating bugs, and I wonder if our bug problem is going to get worse.
No, I think they were feeding themselves.
Yeah, they were calling the bugs in order to be able to increase their profitable yield of food.
About half an hour later, something really disturbing happens.
Okay.
I think it's time we just give the captain the ship and leave.
A mangled pile of humanoid bodies floats to the surface.
Oh no.
How long after?
Half an hour.
The bush babies were transformed humanoids.
Mm.
Wait a second.
Oh no.
The goblin corpses, a family of goblins all stuck together,
Oh.
impaled by the bars of a familiar cage.
Oh.
All right, let's. Wait. They're in the cage still.
Their clothes are simple, long worn. They, some, yeah, something floats, free of the cage. Looks like a book.
All right. Let's pull the cage and the book onto the deck then. I'm
Are
gonna
you
cast
gonna
breast.
drag?
I do not think pulling the book onto or the cage onto the deck is a good idea.
I do. Something obviously happened here that she didn't foresee. So
You know,
I
the
pull
thing
it
is,
on.
if the cage is useful, like it can't leave the ship. Imagine like what you could do if it can be locked magically, and then it literally it's like one of the ultimate safes.
What if the cage was the source of the curse and not the bush babies?
Yeah, well, you know, true.
I don't know, but I'm going to use breath of life on those goblins and bring them back.
They're currently squished in a cage.
How
That's what
squish?
impaled. That's what we're typing in chat.
There might be some healing necessary before or immediately after bringing them back.
Okay.
We should at least get them out of the cage first.
Do you have
Yeah.
5 uses? Do you have 5? You only have 3 uses of breath of life. And there's 2
Per
adults and
item.
3 children.
2 adults and 3 children, and I have breath of life on my ring of life, and I also have breath of life on my one of my bracelets. There's also a ring of life that Scarrett has if he would want to do it, but I have 6 um, chances at this.
What's your percent success percentage?
For that, it says the person reviving 1d4 round success ratio is 70 plus 1 per level of experience. You said that it was
Okay,
cast at level
so
3, so
try it on
73.
roll for creature, the father.
All right. Okay.
We might want to
Okay.
have our priestess of light on hand saying something impressive just in case.
The priestess of light. Why is she going to try to heal them?
She could be doing that, and also, like, oh hey, look, we saved you from the curse that had you crazy little bush babies.
Actually, as soon as the priestess of light tries the prayer associated with her healing touch, she can't talk.
Whoa.
Oh.
Broken our priestess.
What's
No,
going
she can talk
on?
normally as long as she's not trying to pray for the monsters.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
So I'm gonna use the ring of healing then. Does he need healing?
Oh yeah. Um,
We're not done with you. Just give us a minute. We're working.
you want to Lazarus this thing?
okay, Crawler, the mother.
All right, 1 second. Uh, Oh, damn.
So
can try
that's
on mine.
scare it or nobody. Yeah.
I do have a second item for it, but yeah. Garrett, you gonna come over here and take care of this?
34.
Woo! All right.
Okay. You undrowned Crawler, the mother. She's infinitely less cute as a goblin, as a full grown goblin.
Not an issue. On to the next one.
All right. What's Critter, the oldest boy?
Okay.
Nice.
So Critter's alive and smothered in snotty, weeping kisses and hugs by his parents.
All right, next one.
Creeper, the middle son.
Made it. All right.
So Creeper lives. More snotty, tearful goblin reunions on deck.
All right. And it's just the daughter.
Yep. And cat.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
All in mine.
Oh.
20.
All right. Do they need any further healing?
Critter goes and throws himself. Critter is spinning in circles, patting his pockets, and looking desperate.
Do any of us speak Goblin? I do. Crap, I do. I
do
asked
as
him what he's
well.
looking for.
I need to read. I lost the reed. Where's the reed? Oh, I'm the oldest boy. It was all my fault. I'm sorry, mother. I lost
It's
the
the
reed.
book. It's the book he's after.
And he goes and throws himself off the ship.
Would it
Into
go
the
over-
water?
Yes.
All right.
That's
Well,
that's what's off the ship.
Can I use the magic net to stop him, and then or carpet of Hejid to stop him? Magic net to grab the book.
No,
how
magic net will only tie the book together to itself.
Okay.
Somebody would have to go in the water to get the book.
An eagle would be able to carry it, though, right?
Yeah, if you want to put your talons through the book.
I will cast. I'm going to use my ring to swim as a fish superior and jump in.
Okay. They're almost as happy that you got the book as they were about the resurrection of their youngest daughter. And as you watch, they all gather together in a huggy, weepy thing, and they start talking in Goblin.
I will listen in.
Okay. Iha, master of death, You have defeated death this day. You have killed us all and brought us back, that our deaths might be victories. We praise you, we praise you, Lord, who makes your dwelling in shadow. And thank you for saving us this day and freeing us from our curse.
I turn to the Priestess of Light and go, well, I think I know why you couldn't heal them.
Who was
Oh my
cackling?
goodness.
Was that Rose Bro?
That's me cackling. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And like, the little girl, Daddy, we're free of the curse. We must have the blood feast. Yes, the blood feast.
what, dear? I think Kayla needs to start playing. She just had a great idea. She wonders how well the goblins can swim.
Why? Why would we
Evil,
truck them
evil
again?
god praying. Oh, I tell the group what the goblins have been saying for any of them that didn't understand themselves.
Let me see it. Let me
Please,
see if I
we
actually
need
heard it.
provisions. We must do the blood feast to thank the god of thank the master of death.
Oh, how to roleplay this.
We, we tell them they are more than welcome to leave the ship and find what provisions they need. They will not be performing this feast on our deck.
I speak Goblin and I rolled my speech for it. I ask them what are
So
the
languages,
ingredients.
you're gonna have to keep rolling languages, right? Languages represent, unless there's a critical phrase or wording, your percentage represents a level of fluency.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, by the time you get to 80%, you're perfectly conversational. There may be like technical vocabulary that's going to get away from you, but the time you're 50%, you can. I mean, you're fluent. You're basically fluent at 80%. At 50%, you're like conversational. You can do pidgin, broken English, make yourself understood relatively well.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Lower than like 30 40% is tourist phrase book stuff. I had 3 years of Latin 1,
I'm at
that kind of
64.
thing. Yeah, so you are clearly not native speaker, but understood you can make yourself.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd want to ask them what are the ingredients of this blood ritual that you
Oh,
speak
now I
of.
want to know if I still have that picture. Bruce did the
We
voice. I need to know if I have the picture.
we we need bread and wine, which we will transform and consume to the glory of our God in his blood feast.
Oh, are these goblins from Yaknark post conversion?
You guys, your other campaign ripped Yeknark out of this dimension, turned them into a pocket dimension, and then evolved them into higher wood elves. So no.
I mean, did you guys hear that? They just want bread and wine.
Oh, I heard it. Bruce is doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
You asked for goblin pets. Adventure 1, you asked for goblin pets. So don't you at me. And Rosebro wanted Elah, but he couldn't start with Elah. So don't you at me. I'm Santa Claus. You don't get to make me the bad guy. This is me.
I'm
Ho fucking ho, okay?
I'm very happy right now. This is great.
Now let me have my little creepy prayers and get on with my life.
Ah, I found it. I found the picture.
Oh boy.
Here,
Where are you sending it?
Discord.
Okay.
Oh my. I'm almost afraid. Is this
There it is.
is this the group chat?
It's the Saturday Night Gaming.
Oh boy.
That reminds me. I still need to meme that image.
No!
Is
Why am I
that
recording this? That should not go on YouTube. All right, moving right along. Gabriel, I will never. Oh.
is that
So
a birthday
will you
present?
give them a loaf of bread and a bottle of wine?
You know, they've been through enough trouble. I say, heck, why not? And not only that, but they're small goblins. They won't eat that much.
Sure,
They
fine.
go down to the cargo hold and begin to sing. Something about a grave and rocks and torture and bodies, and glory and eating flesh. And several of the ship's officers are saying, if they summon this Eloth thing, we're out. You know, it's on you.
Okay.
We're out of here, and everybody like flees the ship as the dark chanting continues. The cabin boys are crushed that their pets are no longer cute and fluffy.
When I use Seora on the cage, is it still
It's
possessed
wrecked.
and all that?
It's got no magic left. It's completely destroyed.
Okay. Alrighty.
You could try to use your lower percentage of lore magic to try and like get a gist of what the runes might have meant.
All right. Yeah, that's definitely worth.
Or you could wait for the Goblin Creep Fest and talk to them when they're done eating their flesh.
Is it recognize enchantment or recognize wards, runes, and circles?
Wards, runes, and circles.
Okay, 30%. Oh, yes.
You got a 1. Did you roll a 1 out of 30? Oh, wow. Yeah, so perfect roll. Okay, you know exactly what the cage
Yes.
does. You unmitigated such and such. So the cage was a custom-built alchemical prison made to imprison shapeshifters within a single form and bind them to return to the cage at least once a day. And the cage, and there was some other magic about teleportation and the true name of the ship and stuff like that. So basically, you have a magical cage that for 40 years has been imprisoning subsequent generations of goblins as, in the form they were caught in.
Mm-hmm.
And binding them to this form of involuntary cuteness and relative helplessness, and imprisoning them as like entertainment slaves aboard the ship for 2 generations straight.
Did the captain know about this?
No, he was 8 when it happened. He's still kind of upset that there's been an entire family of goblins watching his private time for the last 35 years.
Okay, so he
That
wasn't in on it.
reaction.
It wasn't passed down as an heirloom slave owner kind of situation.
It absolutely was, right? This was the ship's mascots.
Is there anybody on the crew that was around and old enough at the time to tell us if...
No. Nope. You'd have to. It looks like the ship's log or the goblins are your only sources of information on this.
All right.
So that's literacy Eastern or role playing with the goblins.
Literacy Eastern. That's English, correct?
No. Well, yeah. Okay, we'll say yes.
I have
That's
literacy in me.
98%.
Oh yeah, you guys are from America with the public school system. As a favor, uh, there was apparently he picked this up in a shop of dark magic where it was said to be a cursed item. But if he read the scroll, then the adorable things would be permanently bound to his ship. And his son was turning 8 next year, and he thought that that when he came on as a cabin boy, these adorable little creatures would be the perfect gift to cheer him up when he went away from mommy for his first year at sea.
Dang.
Huh.
He
Um,
apparently had no idea about it.
yeah, he had no idea.
Okay. Uh, so, do they need to get back to their family, or did they want to stay on the ship?
No. They were cast out of their tribe for worshiping the Lord of the worshiping the conqueror of death. And he
So
who
they're
is to be feared, is a forbidden god among their tribe. So they were imprisoned and cast out as false priests by priests of the false god of spiders. Even though the only the conqueror of death is God, and everything else is actually just a monster playing dress up. And for that and so they were imprisoned and cursed, and handed over to a wicked alchemist, sold to a wicked alchemist who enslaved their family for their magic, to use their magic to fuel his dark rituals. And when he found out that the master of death, and their undead lord, was more powerful, and that his spells wouldn't work on them, then he sold them to a passing enslaved them to a passing merchant ship, so that he and his people would never know home again. If they go home, they'll just be murdered.
that sounds like a jerk move.
Um, but the master of death has taught them how to incinerate their oppressors.
Oh.
With burning coals of the soul, and so they will stay and inflame the souls of the unworthy, until they too acknowledge the master of death.
Are they
That
attacking
is
us,
For a reason.
like with this whatever flame of the soul?
No. This is the patient doom. As
Okay.
as our souls were burned, and killed and raised, burned and killed into the great undeath, so too yours shall be. But it takes time. Until that time, we will happily serve you.
I like burning things. How do you burn your soul to beat death?
Water and the essence of the god.
Ugh.
That makes no sense.
No,
But
you cannot understand it without the reed of Elah. Do you speak the true tongue? I will tell you of he who is to be feared. I am his priest.
I said I wanted pet goblins. Pet goblins.
Yeah,
all right.
and now that they're free of the curse, they can all become bush babies again.
Huh.
At will.
voluntarily. Yeah, at will, because they're all. It's a family of goblin cobblers.
Yep. Goblin cobblers are shape-shifting goblins. There's only a small percentage of goblins that are able to do that.
But it's genetic, so family.
Yes. Yep. Cool. Are they willing to show me how to do that? I don't have a god. So
Ooh, we can hook you up. I mean, come die with
I did
us.
save your life.
Come die
I
with
did
us
save your
with
life.
he who is to be feared, the powerful one, conqueror of nations and blotter out of the sun.
Sounds really powerful.
He has all power. But he is patient and has not annihilated the world yet. One day it will burn. It will be glorious. We will celebrate. So do you speak Goblin at all?
No.
Goblin doesn't have a written language, actually, so the Reed of Elah is in Elven.
I have a 45% literacy rate in Elven.
Okay.
I have 98.
Oh. Dang.
Okay. They say in general, his grandfather taught him that it takes about a year of study before you are ready to die the death of water and become immortal by the power of he who is to be feared.
Okay. So he can't show me today, but they gave me some reading.
Oh no! He will. He turns into a bush baby, perks on your shoulder, and starts like just chattering away. For the rest of your day. It's like
Okay.
you turned on. It's like you turned on a Darth Evangelism YouTube channel. You have a furry, cuddly earbud.
Nice.
We have Bruce the monk in furry form. Got it.
Look at my GM NPC. Isn't he awesome? Sigh. I have become a trope. You requested this. This is not. I'm just pointing out. This is your request and Rosebro's request from the very first adventure. This is not me just GM NPCing you.
It's okay. I'm not complaining.
Lore, demons, and monsters.
For everybody?
Anybody who's got it.
Demons and monsters.
Maybe consider picking up some lore at some point.
Lore, demons, and monsters. Let's see if
You
I can
have
roll
plenty of
this.
lore. It's just not about magic.
That's
You
a
have like
4.
lore biology and lore hiking and lore. I didn't get lost. What's your problem?
Those are legitimate lores.
Yeah, those are useless until you absolutely need them. Yeah, so goblin cobblers have a unique magical ability to mend wood.
That's what I
Oh.
want to
Fix
ship.
the boat. That's
Is
it.
that their sugar baby form that does that?
No, it's just a goblin cobbler magic. They can do it for free daily.
Sweet.
So what I am hearing is we go get our Pegasi, and then we go back to the goblin villages that we started near, evangelize, and we start crewing all of our ships with goblins.
So I have to. Well, you're going to have to find other goblins because incest is forbidden. But the closest I can get to mend wood is mend stone. Restores clay, stone, or rock, so walk walls, statues, fractured pottery without a hint of their ever having been damaged. and rejuvenates deteriorating stone, doubles the crumbling stone's SDC, and stops deterioration. Which means if you can get them to serve the ship, you can take this thing from crumbling ruin to better than new by magic.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
double the STC of the ship. That'd be sweet.
But there's a problem. The judge of the judge of souls demands that oxen eat.
Well, you got to
And
pay
he
him
says,
somehow. So
as if that makes sense.
So we ask him to explain further.
Oxen eat.
Those who work
Oxen?
eat.
Yes, oxen eat.
got to pay the men. Pay them.
Okay.
Yes, not slaves, make crew.
I got no problem with that.
Absolutely.
Goblins
All
help.
right.
Goblins help. I kill souls. Family can fight. Oldest son, always guardian of the reed, must know much killing. Only knowing much killing lets not kill, so that people can survive to be dead.
Okay. So we're adding him onto the list as well. It is. We got the captain, 3 lieutenants, 3 midshipmen, 2 cabin boys, 20 sailors, 2
I've got one.
cooks, master carpenter, 3 other carpenters, sergeant and his 12 marines, and then 2 adult goblins and 3 children goblins.
Well, Cat can serve. Cat and oh geez, all the names. I'm gonna get them. All right.
Creeper, the middle
Can
son.
serve as a Cat. The girl can serve as a cabin boy.
Cat the girl. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Creeper, the boy, is about to fit in with the midshipman. He's in that like 12 to 14 range.
Critter.
Uh,
Oh, that's right. Critter's the fighter.
Guardian of the Reed, is a goblin assassin, so he can hang out with the Marines.
All right.
Have we actually solved the cursing of the cargo yet, though?
Yeah, that was all they could do. Those who do not know those who do not serve the Lord of Death must face the consequences, so that they can be driven to the death.
Oh,
It
So the
was their
bug was
duty.
their attempt at evangelizing.
a plague on you.
Yeah, yes. They were doing the old-fashioned, the Old Testament. You will receive the curses for your sins until you want the repentance for your sins and the forgiveness for your sins. But the stupid tall people didn't even realize what their sins were, and stuck as bush babies. They couldn't tell them.
Yep. The mother is a carpenter.
Yeah, the mother would be working with the carpenters, and then
Creature is a priest. Yep. All right.
So there's no way that the priestess of light is going to stand for you embracing a priest of darkness. And she and Bars basically storm off home. They're going to go take care of the farmstead. And, you people can get your head on straight before you come home again.
You sure we can't convert her too?
Not yet. I don't transform people's characters when they're not playing.
Mm-hmm.
That's dirty pool, old boy.
As far as I'm concerned, her refresh is 0. I'm joking.
No, we're not going to muck with... Other than keeping them equal in level to the rest of the player characters, so they're not going to be part of the story. It makes sense for them to go and look after the feudal holding.
Yeah.
And
not get along between light and dark.
now that you've got goblin pets as requested, you guys don't need, you guys have your own priest. So, and this was the solution to the party needing a healer when Sarah couldn't play anymore. So I've solved the game mechanics. I've given you the goblin pets that you requested, and I've given you a ship.
Mm-hmm.
And I've introduced the Reed of Elah, the god, the power god, the power and blood magic god of the monster races, the greatest evil known to Palladium.
Well, by the way, Bruce,
Yes?
you're welcome.
What am I welcome for?
Check out Saturday Night Gaming.
Don't do it while you're on camera, Bruce. Trust me.
You
Oh my
almost got
goodness.
me. You almost got me, Rose Bro.
Almost got you.
Sorry, I had to have Bruce's back on that one.
Okay.
I'm keeping a copy of it, but I had to have his back.
So you've got a cargo full of ironworks that are easy to decurse. Now that their slavery is ended, the punishment for their slavery can end. The goblins actually kind of like being in bush baby form.
Okay.
Because if you look like a goblin, wouldn't you like to be adorable and cuddly?
Yes. That is true.
But they make it a point that you still have to pay them big person wages.
Okay.
Yes.
You're not paying them in crickets.
Promote them all. There's the capital now.
Now you have a mixed race crew.
I'm assuming the small children on board are no longer, are they happy that the, bush babies are back?
Reactions vary. There's some of the boys are pulling a Ron Weasley, like I let you in my bed.
Yeah.
Some of the crew is just really happy that they get to know because the whole crew has loved the Goblin family, right? Like these things are adorable and kind, and these were Christians, so they were loving their enemies the entire time they were transformed and imprisoned and cursed and enslaved.
Mm-hmm.
So they are genuinely popular with the crew. There's some culture shock going on.
Oh, I bet.
And other than your warrior monk of Algor being cursed with vivid nightmares demanding their deaths every night. Most people are making the transition nicely because they come from a mostly pluralistic society with multiple pantheons. So everybody but Josh's character is adapting just fine. And every night, Algor, the giant, demands that he kill the abomination and purge the ship of its evil.
What happens if we toss him overboard?
In whose name? Har har har. Oh, are you
super
suggesting the
Soaker
Dark
Pepper.
Priest evangelize the warrior monk like here and now?
I mean, I wouldn't want nightmares every night.
Make your saves versus magic.
All right, save versus magic.
Shouldn't he
Well,
get a
that
fate
will-
point for something that big, though?
Only if he
Unless-
no. He has to pay a fate point. He has to pay me a fate point to not kill the goblins.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
So what is my saving throw against magic? You said.
Yep, it counts as the Holy Spirit counts as magic.
Okay, magic. I have a +3. But what is?
yeah, what's the target for that?
16.
So I have to roll a 16 or greater.
A modified 16, yeah.
Modified 13 or better.
Okay, and if I make it, that means I don't
Yes.
kill them. Okay.
No, if you make it, then you resist the Holy Spirit because your character resists the
okay.
Holy Spirit
So I
Yeah.
and keeps his faith and agrees to kill the goblins.
Okay, I want to lose this. Let's see
Yeah.
what I. Okay,
But
I just rolled.
So
I
this
just
is
rolled
where he
an
uses the
8.
D20 dice.
I rolled an
Well,
8.
you have a fate point. You can pay it to me.
I'm not paying it to you.
No, he just
Then you have
rolled,
to kill the goblins.
Wait. Hold on. No.
He got an 8. He rolled
I got
under.
an 8. I rolled under.
Oh, you failed.
Yes, I failed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So as the keeper of the reed, Critter parks on your shoulder and reads you the story of when he who is to be feared is my father, conquered the skies and parched the land to defeat the god of the god of inseminating the ground and show that he could not make the place fertile. And an army of his priests were drawn up on the mountain by the sea, and he killed them all with some sword after he incinerated some rocks, and then he outran a chariot to prove in the power of he who is to be feared. And he cuddles your ear and says, "You seem very nice. You very nice monk. Me no want to kill you in your sleep like prophets of Sky Seaman God. Me want you to live. Come, let me kill your soul."
Sold.
Okay. They throw you off of the ship 3 times. In this, saying names in a language you don't recognize. And when you come up, you are no longer a priest of. You're no longer a warrior monk of Algor. And your greater
Sweet.
holy weapon is dark.
And my greater holy weapon is dark?
Yeah, it was powered by Algor.
Oh, so it's basically bunk now?
I didn't say that. Well, Algor's not going to power it. What are you, insane?
No, I didn't think it was gonna. So it's dark, as in I'm now a priest of darkness.
No, as in it's not lit by by the holiness of Algor, which gave it its powers.
Got it. Okay.
So, shopping trip or prayer trip?
Oh, what you want him to pray to Elah for the magic spear?
Yeah, that sounds like awesome.
I can't wait to hear this. This had better be some good role playing.
And you got 4 minutes.
You think this is easy? You think me just improvising the darkest possible framing of Yahweh is something that you try it? I can't wait. Bring it.
Okay, hold on a second. I have an idea. I have a terrible.
This got nothing on prophecy bingo, man.
Hold on. I have an idea.
I really liked when Evan just completely blindsided the whole party with this.
Evan and I worked for like 6 weeks. We kept you guys going for like 6 weeks. We
Yes.
plotted this. We like searched the Old Testament for random images and actual scripture passages so that every prayer would be completely in keeping with God's word.
Oh
And
my
creepy
goodness.
as all hell. We worked so hard on that. I still need to make a
He was,
novel out of that.
yeah. He was having a great time, smiling and laughing and giving the speeches. And we're like, are we gonna have to kill this guy? Are we
Yeah,
gonna have
no,
to
he had you
kill
all
off this
freaked
character?
out. It was glorious. What are you typing?
I have an idea. I just need to see if it worked out.
Texting your dad for backup doesn't count.
No. I just have to. I have to.
Chris is dead unconscious by this point.
Oh yeah, no, he's no. It's the thing is that if my character is going to stay in character and is going to make a petition, then there's only one way to really do it.
Oh no. Oh, you're doing it for AI, or are you doing AI voice, or what are you doing?
Let's see.
I mean, so far Josh hasn't let us down. So
all right. Here we go.
I haven't quit recording. We're waiting. All
right, hold on. I'm gonna see about let's see if you guys can hear this. I'm gonna do it this way. Okay.
No.
Make certain that no, that won't work. I know what to do. I have to press a couple. I have a sea shanty where it's a petition. Okay, hold on.
To a deaf god?
I was gonna be doing this tonight. Well, I mean, my character is we're on the sea technically.
You're actually on like the version of the Mississippi, but
yeah, I mean it's close. I mean this close enough.
Okay.
All right, let's see if this works. I gotta back this up.
You are no longer a clergy of the god of sea shanties. I want to point this out.
Doesn't mean he couldn't use a form that's familiar to him.
Oh yeah, no. The whole Christian cultural appropriation thing is holy and just and glorious. Dodge, ram it.
1,500 or 2,500. I mean, personally, I think rammeting it with 3/4 ton is better.
All right, let's see if here I'm gonna share the link to this as well. Here.
Yeah, you did this with the forest fight before.
Yes.
Oh, okay, here we go. That just totally cut out.
Yeah, it totally cut out because of the automatic deafening.
Now I gotta tell you, Joe.
Elah's blood and trident.
We're recording, Chris.
Well, I don't know if I'll be able to play it over the thing for you, but there's at least
a
link to it.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Like if I play it, if I play it, it'll go on the record.
There you go.
I'm twitching at the very concept. So those of you watching at home, Ryan and Christoph, this is what you missed. Elah's blood and trident. Clicking play now.
In the days of old, upon the waves so bold, Allah raised his hand, pure power to unfold. With a drop of blood and a whisper from the tide, a trident born from magic, no place for it to hide. Allah's blood did flow, tridents glow, a beacon in the night like the moonlit snow. From the depths it rose with a mighty, mighty cheer. The sailors sang of valor and we all hold him dear.
I'm doing the bouncing ball thing on my computer.
Not playing over here.
Yeah, we can't hear it. I'm playing on my end.
Play it. Yeah, play it. Well, I guess, gee guys, I I guess you'll have to listen to the
He
YouTube.
carved it from the thunder where the storm clouds play. Every spark of lightning made it brighter than the day. Tales speak of glory filling every sailor's mind, of Ella's trident shining through the oceans far and wide. Ella's blood did flow, tridents glow, a beacon in the night like the moonlit snow. From the depths it rose with a mighty, mighty cheer. The sailors sang of valor and we all hold him dear.
You are psycho, and I'm loving this. What a great way to wrap up the adventure.
Through tempests and the swells, it commanded all the sea. Ella's voice was carried and his trident made us free. No beast from the abyss dared to cross its shining path. For the blood of God it burns away all wrath. In the darkened waters, where no light could reach,
Where you drowned his
Allah
priest.
spread his magic with the power
Yes.
of
If
his
music
speech.
doesn't play on the actual recording, this is going to be real
You
weird.
will hear this. Just trust me, you'll hear this when I put it on YouTube.
A symbol of our strength and the courage that it gave.
Oh yeah, the trident isn't a symbol of Trinity at all. Oh, wow.
I kind of got the spear at the cross on the one part too.
Alright, instrumental bridge, liking it.
He carved it from the thunder where the storm clouds play. Every spark of lightning made it brighter than the day. Tales speak of glory filling every sailor's mind, of Ella's trident shining through the oceans far and wide. Ella's blood did flow.
Back to the chorus again, okay.
A beacon in the night like the moonlit snow. From the depths it rose with a mighty, mighty cheer. The sailors sang of Ella and we all hold him dear.
Okay, and that happened, and now I've got that on the recording. And I want to check. Yeah, it's still recording, so we did get that.
Okay.
So you guys will get my reactions. You actually made a sea shanty of God's glory for your trident. I can't. Oh, shucks, Rose, bro. I guess I got to give you your magic weapons powers back because that was just too cool.
And it was also in
clicking your-
character.
And it was in character, and it was plot appropriate. It was the verse of the darkness where you drowned his priest and thus saved yourself. Oh wow, yeah. That's not something of the of the martyrdom of the early church. No, not at all. What are you talking about? I'm gonna have to get back to you guys about experience because nobody's close to
Okay.
leveling up anyway. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have to like re-listen to this and just contemplate all of the insanity. Because there was a lot of playing in character. There was some good deduction. Today was not a fight day, right? I was telling guys this is going to be a role-playing adventure night.
There you go.
I thought it was going to take you much longer to solve, and that you would not solve it by killing them all. But hey, it's a fantasy world, and Breath of Life is a spell. So, in the words of Aslan, why would I not follow my own rules? And you guys, you power gaming weasels. All right, so we're gonna start next week. You have your ship, the Flounder. You have a cargo already done. You bought it for a ridiculously low price. You saved the part of the city from a rampage of greater demons, which would have been ugly. You spared the captain's life. You freed a generationally cursed family of goblin priests, and then some of you have already converted to their dark god of blood, the conqueror of death. And so congratulations for all of those things. I count them as good things. The fun of the Reed of Ela will continue because I'm never going to stop putting all of that in the creepiest possible phrasing. Well, monster races worship strength, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If there is a gospel for the monster races, it's the gospel of Mark, with the emphasis of God's divine butt-kicking power. Elijah is their favorite saint, is their favorite prophet. That kind of a thing. Okay, yeah, we can work with this. We're gonna start with the ocean. The campaign is going to get maritime starting next week. Okay.
Awesome.
Roger that.
March to the stars.
I hope you guys had fun and this worked for you guys. This wow. It's still called the Flounder. I had to give it
And
the most
Bruce-
shipwreck name I have ever
Yep.
heard of.
I suggest a rename to the HMS PGW.
No, renaming ship is bad luck. No
You could
sailor's
always-
going to rename a ship.
We can just nickname it the Mud Dart.
Yes, the coral. I thought about giving you a ship named the Coral Reef, but I thought that'd be too on the nose.
It's a fun day.
I'm gonna cut the recording. If anybody has
cut the
technical
recording.
questions, etc., then
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, bye.